Hello everybody, it's Winterfred Rider, and before I start with this episode of Luigi's Mansion, I have a little bit of explaining I need to do. You may notice a slight little bit of inconsistency here. Basically, what happened is, I really messed up. First of all, this episode is going to be post-commentated. It's nothing huge, but, okay, remember that plant that we watered when I was about to fight the second boss in the game? You know, the purple guy, and I said, make sure to water this plant before you fight him, after you fight him, and then after you fight the third big boss. Well, what I did was I forgot to water it before I did the third big boss, so I missed it. And when you miss it, you're screwed. There's no second chances. So and basically it gives you a crap load of cash. So. What ended up happening was I kept the footage of me beating the third boss, and then after that I realized, oh crap, I forgot to water it. So what's gonna happen is, what I did is I show all the footage of me beating the third boss, but I sort of craftily put in, like, I luckily had a backup file, and I used that backup file to water it, and then I had to get up all the way up to the point where I was off screen. So you may notice a little bit of weirdness, but other than that it should be fine. Mainly just in the boo count. So yeah, okay, on with the episode. Okay, so right here I'm pretty much just getting a boo that got away from me in the last episode. So that's how that's gonna work. Yeah, I think this is the one that got away from me when I was in the Astral Hall. Anyway, so here's me watering the plant, and yeah, as I said, you're gonna want to water it right before you do the second big boss, Bogmire, I believe is its name. Right after you do it, well, any time in between the second and third boss, and then once after you beat the third boss. If you miss a single watering session, you're pretty much screwed. Here I actually came here to get ice, and I found a boo that got away from me, and so I figured, oh, well, might as well get him. You know, he's right here. So I got the boo here because you will need ice for where you're going in just a second. And here's one of the things, pretty much the only major thing I did off screen. There's a golden mouse, and if you step over this spot right here, around the corner of the hallway, the golden mouse should appear, and then you just chase it down the hallway like you did for the other hallway mouse. And okay, so this is the safari room, and I believe there's a golden mouse in here, and I'll show that to you right now. Here it is right here. Yeah, it's right behind the chair. Just take a picture of it as always, and chase that mouse down. Is this straight coins? No, we got some bills. Like one. Okay, so we got that, and yeah. Okay, so now we're doing the what there is to do in this room. Yeah, and you will need ice for this part. And don't worry, there won't be any more awkwardness, I think, for as far as this the rest of this episode goes. So these are ice elemental. No, they're water elemental ghosts. These guys are they're by far the hardest elemental ghost there is. The fire guys and the ice guys, they're both not too bad. I would say the fire guys are actually the easiest because they're pretty much the same thing as the orange ghost, the water elemental ghost. No, I mean the ice elemental ghosts are pretty much the same as the pink ones. And then these water ones are hard as crap. They have the most HP. I think so. They have 30. But what makes them hard is their attack. They like pound the ground, and it's just so powerful and has so much range. It's ridiculous, and it does a lot of damage too. And apparently we just faded this one away. But so we got these Donkey Kong ghosts here with all these banana peels everywhere. These guys, they won't try and harm you, but the banana peels will. So yeah, they're by far the most peaceful ghost there really is. Well, then again, the fortune teller was a pretty peaceful ghost. She just asked us to put her in her portrait again, so because I guess her life has been fulfilled, or her afterlife, I should say. But yeah, so we just got, I think it's just this one left, and then we're on to we're actually really close to the third out of fourth major boss in the game. The third major boss that actually isn't the final boss, and this boss is hard. Let me tell you, this is a really hard boss. Well, actually, it's more time-consuming than anything, but I've gotten a lot better than I was originally at it. But like the first times I would play this game, it was just so hard. I died to it so many times. Luckily enough, I've got to the point where I don't really need to die, but it's a hard boss, let me tell you. Just because what you have to do, it takes so long, and like, this is, for the most part, it's not too much of a challenging game, but the third boss, the one we're about to go against, and the fourth boss, they're both really hard bosses. You know, the final boss in this game is actually really difficult, but... Alright, so there's a 23rd Boo, and we'll get our treasure here, which is the key to the boss that we're going to be facing. The hard boss, and, so there we go, it's right on the end of the hallway, which is actually on the balcony, so that's cool, you fight him on the balcony. And yeah, there's a 50 heart right in that box thing on the table. That's I highly recommend you get it, just because that's how hard the boss fight is. I might be sort of overstating it. It's not too bad, but it's pretty nasty. I'll tell you that right now. So anyway, so I think we're pretty much done with this room when we get this chandelier out of our way, and this chandelier too. Okay, we're out of here. And a lot of these doors here are fake doors in the hallway, so don't be getting tricked. Yeah, only go in doors that you actually have a key for. Okay, so here's the balcony, and you can see our boo radar is going insane here. And holy crap, look at all those boos. What are they doing here, man? Didn't EGAD say that boos and numbers are a problem? I mean, holy crap. Oh, we're so frightened. I guess it's our turn then. Alright, boos, let's assume our real form. But first, how about giving him a little scare? Uh-oh. Are you gonna make Luigi crap his pants again? Because if you're gonna warn me before it happens. Yep, look at that. Just made him crap his pants all over again. Like, what is that, the 4th, 5th time he's done it? I mean, like, I honestly don't blame him. I mean, like, look at all this crap he has to go through, but still. Anyway, so here is our this is a very scary and / or disturbing little scene we've got here. I mean, like, what is that? This is like Luigi's worst nightmares. It's ridiculous. Yeah, so here is our 3rd major boss in the game, the second to last. The last if you don't count the final boss. So it's a hard boss. What you want to do is start sucking on its tail, and you bring it over to the unicorn, and you'll pop its horn. Then you try and freeze these smaller boos once it breaks up into the smaller ones. Because you can't just suck them up normally, you gotta freeze them like this. And then you suck them up when they're frozen on the ground and they can't move. But careful, they don't stay frozen forever. And you may think, okay, well, this isn't so bad. Well, yeah, there's about 20 of them or so. No, I think there's actually like 14. So it's pretty easy when you start out. You can get a good chunk of boots at the beginning. But what gets hard is when there's like only 5 left. What's worse is when there's only about 2 left. It's so hard to get one little hit off of them. It's bad, let me tell you. Because they'll go towards you, but when you turn towards them and start spraying them with the ice, then they start going away. So it's just hard for you to so much as freeze them. I mean, like, once you freeze them, you're home free. You just suck them up, and then you gotta keep an eye on your life too. So I have a few strategies about going about it, but there are 2 good ways to go about it when there's only 2 left. The first main way to do it is basically you have your back turned to them, and then when they get really close to you, then you whip around and try and get them. But that's kind of hard too. So another thing you can do, I don't know if this is any better, but if you just like press the L button really quickly, it will shoot out this like one ball of ice. You may have seen me do it a little bit here. And so that way you can just shoot them from a long distance. So those are the 2 main ways you can do it. Because don't even try just chasing them down with it, because they go faster than you. Don't even try. So it's really okay. We got one here. It's really tricky to actually do. It's not too bad in regards to life. I mean, like, yeah, sure, they'll do that into you. But it's not too bad. It's just the only real way that you could possibly die is you only get hit once in a while, and so basically if it takes you like an hour to do this, you know, getting hit every once in a while will add up. So it's not too bad if you have some sort of strategy down, but again, it's just so hard to get a hit off of these guys. I mean, you can't even get near them for the most part. I mean, you're pretty much at their mercy. They go closer to you. You pretty much just have to wait till they mess up, and so that's kind of a problem, you know. But yeah, if you haven't noticed this already, the less boos there are, the smaller the big boo gets. So that's kind of cool. Okay, there's only 2 left, and let me tell you, 2 is where it's worst. When there's only 2 left, that is the hardest it ever gets. when there's only one left, it's actually slightly easier because when there's one left, they don't go into their big boo form. They actually when there's only one left, it just continuously runs around it because there's no more other ones to go into form a group with. It just stays like that. So when there's two left, it's the hardest, just because it's so hard. I guess they're more okay. So now there's only one left, and oh wow, we just got him. Okay. When there's only one left, it's somewhat more easy because because he can't go into the big boo form. Anyway, so we got through that crap. So here we go. We have our big key here, and I'll take it. Our well-deserved big key. And it's blue this time. And you look at that. You can see the moon in the background. Didn't we blow that crap up already? What the frick? Why is it there? Luigi, can you hear me? Yeah, I can hear you. Oh, what a relief. That white mist interrupted your signal. That was more than just a miss, let me tell you that. You seem to have done some serious work there. Yeah, I'll say. Why don't you come on back to the lab? We can have dinner while we gaze at these ghost paintings. Then I'll make an old family recipe. Pickled dandelions with barnacles and a diesel marinade. I think I'll pass. You go ahead, but I think I'll just sit in the corner eating my peanut butter and bread sandwich. Oh man. Okay, so this is the second to last time we'll see this whole ghost portrait. Oh, actually, yeah, this is like the second to last ghost portrait-izer process we'll ever see, and I guess we should enjoy it while it lasts. Yeah, the third area in the game. Basically, there are 4 areas in the game. There's the first area, which consists of, the first area in the game, and the area where Chauncey was. And there's the second area, which is like the first floor, where like the butler is. And then there's the third area, which is where we just were. And then there's the fourth area, which is right after this. And the fourth area is the smallest. Well, actually, the first area is pretty small too. But the fourth area is pretty small as well. So, anyway, so this is the third area, and the bosses in the third area are probably they're really tricky actually. So you'll see we're getting a lot of silver frames. So that's kind of mediocre, but oh well. Anyway, so here we go. We have our ghosts here, and so yeah, you will notice that my total will be slightly higher in the next episode, just because I got that golden mouse, and yeah, just because I got the golden mouse pretty much. So, and definitely that plant that you need to water is seriously worth it. But anyway, I think I'm gonna end things off here, cause I think I'll see you later.